Hello everyone, how are you doing? Today we're going to be checking out the Kerdom mobility scooter. Now yes, that has a dolly with it. It didn't come with it, that's ours. Because this thing weighs 112 pounds on the shipping weight anyway. By the way, shipping was through FedEx. No real problems. Have a little hole here. Actually, that's a fairly decent sized hole. There's my hand. The top of the box. Let's go ahead and get this opened up and we'll put it together. Pop the top on the box. That's what we're looking at. Looks like it's packaged up pretty decently. All unwrapped and out of the package. Look at that blue. That is a nice blue. I love that. So we have the base for our scooter. Then we have the chair right up next to the base. We have a nice basket. Armrests. We have our charger. Instructions for our charger, our user manual / instructions directions for the mobility scooter, and 2 mirrors. All right, folks, we have our mobility scooter all together, and I have to tell you, it could not have been easier to assemble it. Of course, the instructions were very helpful and easy to follow, so please use your instruction manual to put this scooter together. It's very easy. I'll briefly go over what we did to put this together. For the seat, we essentially just dropped it down onto the seat post and it locked in. For the arms, we just slid the arms into this bracket and then tightened it down on each side. That was it. For our driving stem here is what I'll call it, we actually just put it in between right here and then tightened it. Again, super easy. Our basket slipped right on the front. No tools required for that. In our handy dandy mirrors here, you just had to screw them down. Just screw them all the way around and down on both sides. And then it was all together. Magically simple. Follow those instructions on the manual. It will show you how to do it all, and it's a breeze. Now, we do have a nice charging cord that is included. We're going to go ahead and charge right here. We're going to slide this little section up to access our charging port. We do have a multiple position seat. Again, easy to move. Take out these armrests. Just going to unscrew that, pull the armrest right out. The seat folds down simply. Nice storage pocket on the back. And we do have a lever on the bottom that allows the seat to rotate 360 degrees around. It's easy to get in as you rotate the seat, put up the armrest. You can slide right in. And then your lever right underneath to move your seat right back around. And again, it locks in place. We have a nice reflector on the back, as well as wheelie bars, so you don't have to worry about going all the way back too far. Right here, this is how we're going to go ahead and engage the unit into drive or neutral. And you do get that auditory alarm informing you that you have changed the drive mode, put it into neutral, or put it into drive. Underneath the basket in the front, we have a nice LED light, nice and bright for that nighttime riding. In our control panel area here, we have our keys, which are simply easy to use. On, you can see our battery indicator lights up, and then off, it's off. Here is our light button, our switch. And then this is going to be our speed control module. All the way on the left is low, all the way to the right is high. And then, of course, a little horn action. Let's go ahead and initiate that horn now. Tell you what, that will let people know you're coming. And our mirrors are very flexible and able to adapt to multiple positions to see behind you or on the sides. The battery can be lifted out of this with the handle right here for easier charging. Looks like if you get stuck, need a little tow, we even have a little maybe tow bar on the front to help you out of some trouble perhaps. So those tires are going to be decent, suitable rather, for grass. There's a look at the tread on there, but they're going to do really well on paths and sidewalks. Now I'm about 6 foot, 240, and I have plenty of room here for my feet. Ample room. You can also place your feet up on that grooved section there as well. So I think now to show you the full capabilities of the mobility scooter, what we're going to do, I'm going to take this for a ride through my wooded path and show you what that's like. Then we will go ahead and fold it up, put it in the car. All right, seated in the mobility scooter, and here is a look at my legroom. I do have plenty of room to be able to operate. And of course I can put my feet up there as well for a little more room or space, I suppose. So let's go ahead and go for a drive through the woods. So this is probably not going to be how most people will use this mobility scooter. So I guess this is showing you kind of like worst case, if you will, what it's capable of handling. Now again, we don't have any shocks or anything on here, so we do have a little bit of bumpiness as we're going over some divots in the grass, some uneven spots, but it is actually able to maneuver around that. We can climb up some grades as well. We can do a little bit of hill climbing. So the steering is pretty intuitive on this. You really don't need a whole lot of motion to be able to turn this scooter. Just quick, little movements, and you can really change your direction quite fast on this. All right, so I'm throttling down. We're going at full speed right now. Going around that corner, went over a big bump. Going up a slight grade here, and no problems. So up ahead, we are going to have some down tree branches. We'll see how that navigates. See if we can go over those. Looks like it's going to be, a smaller tree branch, maybe, a little over an inch in diameter. And we were able to go over that without getting stuck. I would say this was a success going through the woods on the mobility scooter. So if you can do that, it's obviously going to be so much better on the path or sidewalk. All right, so here's an idea of our turning radius. If we just go ahead and crank that all the way over, I mean, I don't know, you can probably within a 10 to 12 foot bubble, you can just turn this thing and just go around and around until your heart's content. Very responsive again with the handling and turning. Let's go ahead and maneuver through a sidewalk here. And that was no problem whatsoever handling that corner. And the seat is nice and comfortable as well, despite the bumpiness of the terrain, so. All right. Okay, to prepare for transport in the vehicle, it's simply going to fold down the seat there. We're going to unscrew the arms, pull that out, like I was telling you, super easy. Do that on the other side as well. And then we're just going to go ahead and turn this to be able to loosen up our stem, and then that will fold down as well, like so. Okay, we're going to show you if we got it in the car. First of all, we are using an electric car. The Chevy Equinox EV. I mean, this is not some Ford F-150 or something. So this is to show you that you can put this mobility scooter in just about anything. Opening up the back and razzle dazzle. Look at that. We have the scooter in there with the armrests, everything, the battery. We've got room. We didn't hit anything putting it in. 2 people to pick it up and put it in there. Wasn't bad, even with the battery. And we still have room left over for plenty of other things as well. So there you go. So you've seen it all. The mobility scooter, grass, dirt, sand. I mean, we went on sidewalk. We did the driveway, and we put it in the car, the electric car. Thank you for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions about the mobility scooter, make sure to check out the links down below. And until we see you again, have a great rest of your day and keep your nose clean. Bye-bye.